The first are Stefano and Rachel. Go ahead, you guys.
Ciao Matthew, this is Stefano and Rachel calling from Italy, and I wanted to ask you...
Okay, pause. Things are about to get a little cringe, so get ready for it. To be honest, I'm not even ready for this, but here we go. Roll the intro.
We're on a mission to make personal growth fun and create a community of free-spirited friends who dare to be happy through the ups and downs of life.
We're Stan Rach, and this is Soul Ride. Okay, first of all, how did two regular people get to chat with Matthew freaking McConaughey, aka one of the greatest actors of our generation, Academy Award winner, and just overall badass? Did we sell our soul to the devil? Is he a distant family member? Are we co-starring in his next big movie?
No. Here's the story of what actually happened.
On a seemingly normal day, we got a message from our friend who works at LinkedIn. She told us that Matthew McConaughey was coming to virtually speak for the company as part of his book promotion tour, and they asked her to be the moderator. We didn't think much of it, we congratulated her and proceeded to move on with our day until she dropped the bomb on us. She said LinkedIn was allowing guest questions, and since she knew that I loved Matthew McConaughey and read his book, she invited us to hop on the call to ask him one question. We tried to keep our cool, but here's a better representation of how it actually went down. Success.
So yeah, that happened. She told us the interview was 1 week away, we could ask him one question, and we were ready for our big moment. Or so we thought.
Let's just get to it, please.
Here are the guests. Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining. So what we're gonna do is ask you to introduce yourselves and say where you're calling from, and then you can ask your question. So I'll go ahead and call you up, and the first are Stefano and Rachel. Go ahead, you guys.
Ciao Matthew, this is Stefano and Rachel calling from Italy, and I wanted to ask you, you mentioned in your book how you're able to tell if somebody's gonna be successful or not just by looking at them and saying if they're gonna be hard or soft, and I wanted to ask you what you would say about me.
Soft!
Is that your question, you guys?
No, sorry. So we've actually struggled a lot with trying to find our path in life, and we wanted to know if you have any advice for the younger generation to find fulfillment in their journey.
Heard.
Also like the soft generation.
You know, I try to approach teenagers in a very realist fashion. I'm not really someone who goes like, hey, if you dream it, you can do it. No, I'm all for dreams, but I'm all for, I know that it takes a lot of hard work, and I try to say this to people, especially teenagers, look, what are you good at? What do you naturally have an innate ability that you're good at? And if they can come up with that, then go, and I bet you like doing that because you're good at it. And they go, yeah, I do. It feels good because I'm actually good at it. Okay. And I say, now, is there a way that what you're good at and what you're willing to work for, what you're willing to get educated for, what you're willing to chase down, that you also have an innate ability to do, is there a way that what you can supply could be in demand in the world? Meaning, could you make a living with it? Can it be more than a hobby? Can it be a capitalist career? Can it be a job that you pursue? That would be the ideal spot. Now, everyone's not able to do what we love to do all the time. If everyone only did what we love to do, we'd have really high unemployment. So sometimes we just got to go to work and go, you know what, this is what I do. It pays my bills. It takes care of me. It takes care of my family. Also, I tell the youth this, don't pressure yourself so much on knowing exactly what you think you need to do in life. Process of elimination first. Get rid of the things that you know you're not. Get rid of those things, those friends and places and habits you may have that do not feed you, that do not make you feel like tomorrow when you wake up, you've grown. Get rid of those things. Don't put so much pressure on yourself of knowing, I've got to know what I need to do. I've got to know what my future is. Damn, I didn't know what I needed, what I wanted to do. I kind of fell into it at 21 and still figuring out what it is I want to do in life at 51. So when you're not sure what to do and you are in a position where you have an A or B choice about, do I take this path or that path? Sometimes it doesn't even matter which choice you make. Just make one and commit to it. You'll find out if it was the right or wrong one. Or if you just commit to it, you may put yourself in a position to find something that finds you and you go, oh, this is what I want to do. Or you may find your path by making the choice. But too often I believe we sit in limbo and go, well, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to do that. Don't know if I want to do that. Don't know if I want to do that. And all of a sudden we look up and years have passed and we're still sitting there going, I'm not sure which one I want to do. So sometimes it's just like, make a choice and go for it. It will reveal itself to you what it is you want to do, or something will find you.
All right. Pause. Okay, before we move on to the last bit, which is even more embarrassing, let me just say that, yes, I was nervous and I did not seize the moment, which is ironic because one of my favorite parts in Matthew McConaughey's book was his advice on how not to choke in big moments. So let me just share that with you guys, so next time you face a major occasion, you can avoid making my mistakes. Think about the last time you choked at a meeting or had a brain freeze before an exam. Matthew says that what happens is that we let the moment become bigger than us, making us less present. It happens because when we mentally give a person, place, or point in time more credit than ourselves, we create an imaginary ceiling which puts a limit on our beliefs in ourselves. We feel like we're not worthy, we get tense, we focus on the outcome instead of the activity, and we miss the doing of the deed. His advice is not to create imaginary constraints. Put yourself on the same level and focus on being in the now. If we stay in the process, in the joy of the doing, we will never choke at the finish line. Anyways, back to me not taking this advice.
Loud and clear, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Are you not embarrassed?
And by the way, I guess you've already been to Italy quite a few times, but if you ever come and you want to do something, let us know, because we have some connections here, so could be good.
Wait, is it frozen?
Is it weird?
Inviting him to Italy? Stop. If you take a second to go check the day this was posted on, you may realize
April Fools!
Did we fool you? Did it work?
So we didn't actually get to interview Matthew McConaughey.
Maybe one day, you know, I'll get to invite him to Italy.
Maybe. Oh, also, shout out to Danielle, who's actually the moderator in this video. She was super awesome, and she also has a YouTube channel of her own.
She's super like-minded and she makes videos about career development and personal growth, so make sure you check her out. And if you guys want to see us actually embarrass ourselves, check out this video. With that said, we will see you next week, and don't forget,
Dare to be happy!
Happy April Fools!